Pokemon Go has just revealed 3 brand new secret events that are going to be absolutely amazing and worth going to, if you can find them. This all started back in September of 2017 in 3 countries in Europe: Germany, France, and Spain. These were the first ever Safari Zone events in Pokemon Go. Rare Pokemon like Larvitar and Chansey spawned more along with Johto and Kanto Pokemon, shiny Magikarp and Pikachu were spawning more frequently, and Unknown was in the wild. It was an amazing new experience for players in the area, and it was only about to get better. Later that year in November, Japan had their first ever Safari Zone event, which featured ground and water type Pokemon spawns, Mr. Mime in the wild, Unknown everywhere, and shiny Pikachu spawning. Also, if I'm not mistaken, this was the year that Mewtwo was released in Japan alongside this event. And after these new kinds of events turned out to be huge successes, Pokemon Go brought them more frequently to more places. Tainan in November, Porto Alegre the next year in January, Sentosa, Montreal. Safari Zone events were on fire and provided the single best in-game experience, second only to GoFest itself. This was a golden era of travel and content for me personally, and community gameplay experience for those who attended. It was perfect until the pandemic happened and put 3 major Safari Zone events on pause. They resumed years later in May of 2022 with Sevilla, Spain Safari Zone. 3 more Safari Zone events would happen this year, including Singapore, which was incredible, and it felt like the global event hype was finally back. But now it seems that this year, 2023, is the year Safari Zone events are being replaced with a new kind of event, one that's called Pokemon Go City Safari. So same but different, kind of. And there will be 3 different City Safari events happening later on this year that will be actually pretty amazing, but will they be better than Safari Zones? We'll go over that, but first the details of the new event. And also in today's video, by the way, we'll be talking about the August update schedule, all the news coming out for the month of August, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so the City Safari events. Think of these like mini Pokemon Go Fest events. And I'm gonna attempt to go to all 3, so make sure you're subscribed here to the channel to watch that content when it happens, because it's gonna be amazing. The first one will be held on October 7th to 8th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in Seoul, South Korea, which I just flew into a couple days ago. But unlike past Safari Zone events, which were hosted in specific parks, these City Safari events will be playable from anywhere in the city. This event will include a special research leading to an encounter with a new Pokemon, Explorer Hat Eevee, which can be shiny. Then the wild spawns will be epic, and they'll include Clefairy, Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix, Growlithe, Electabuzz, Sentret, Murkrow, Unknown EO and S, Heracross, Plusle, Minun, Shuppet, Chimecho, Joltik, Skidoo, brand new Pokemon, Helioptile, Dedenne, Noibat, Yungoos, Sensu-style Oricorio, and Cutiefly. Skidoo also will be shiny and be available for the first time ever in Pokemon Go, which is a great combination. You can then evolve this Pokemon to its evolution, Go-Goat, which will be a grass type in Pokemon Go with a max CP of 3,163. Big thing too is that this new Pokemon will not be released globally, only during these events. It will be released globally at a later date. So basically everybody who attends these new City Safari events get to catch a brand new and pretty exclusive Pokemon, especially if you get the shiny. Other notable Pokemon spawns happening at this event include shiny Unknown, which is just one of the rarest Pokemon in the entire game, so any opportunity to get a boosted shiny Unknown is huge. Plus, there will be 3 unique ones here, which is amazing. Heracross, which is a regional Pokemon and an extremely rare shiny. Noibat, very rare shiny. And Shuppet, because Bayonet has a Mega Evolution. There will also be event-exclusive research and a handful of pretty decent bonuses, including lure modules lasting for 4 hours, 5 special trades per day. Trades require 50% less Stardust, and then your buddy can find exclusive souvenirs. Honestly, curious to see if they'll do anything with the souvenir feature, because like it's been out forever and it's just completely useless. So maybe we see an update before these events happen. Now, I do have a bit of a theory as to why I think these events are going from huge and elaborate and exciting Safari Zone events to ones like this, which are a lot less effort. But we'll talk about that later in the video. Now let's cover the next one, Pokemon Go City Safari Barcelona. This is going down from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on October 13th and 14th in Barcelona, Spain, and it's pretty much going to be the same event, but with just different spawns. There will be the Explorer Hat Eevee from Special Research, event-themed field research, and the same bonuses, but in the wild, we'll have a much different pool of Pokemon, featuring some absolute bangers, like Squirtle, Sandshrew, Goldeen, Staryu, Magikarp, Unknown B, C, and N, Dunsparce, Shuckle, Hitmontop, Loudred, Zangoose, Anorith, Relicanth, Gible, Hippopotas, Vanillite, Carablast, Stunfisk, Skidoo, Swirlix, and Sandygast. Notable Pokemon here to look out for include Squirtle, because for starters, it's a first-gen shiny, it's awesome, we just had a calm day for it, but its evolution Blastoise does have a Mega type that is the number 2 overall best water type, and in PvP, it's ranked 48th in the Ultra League, so great Pokemon. Magikarp is also great great due to Gyarados' Mega Evolution, which is a top water and dark type in Pokemon Go. Plus in PvP, Gyarados is kind of a monster, ranking 14th and 20th in the Masters League. Unknown, always good to get a new rare shiny. Relicanth also only spawns in New Zealand, making it a very, very rare, one of the rarest regional Pokemon with a really, really great shiny. Gible will be a huge target here because Garchomp is just a massive tank overall. It ranks 42nd in the Masters League PvP, and as a Shadow, it ranks as the #1 non-Mega, non-Primal ground-type Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Plus, it will eventually have a Mega Evolution that will be absolutely insane, talking 6,100 CP of pure Dragon and Ground Madness. Then we have the final of the 3 events, which is the Pokemon Go City Safari Mexico City, which I personally think is the best one out of the 3. This will be happening on November 4th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and November 5th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., then 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's because Community Day is happening during those dates, so we have to block off the time. The event spawns for this one in Mexico City, and again, in my opinion, are the absolute best out of the 3, and they include Charmander, Ekans, Paris, Cubone, Wooper, Unknown EM and X, Pineco, Lotad, Seedot, Cacnea, Baltoy, Duskull with the Flower Crown, Tropius, Kricketot, Purloin, Emolga, Axew, Rufflet, Skidoo, and Hawlucha. Amazing spawns, and the best of them will be Charmander. This is because Charizard ranks 22nd in the Ultra League and 35th as a Shadow, and it also has 2 different Mega forms. Mega Charizard X, which ranks as a top Fire and Dragon type, while Mega Charizard Y ranks as the #1 Fire type overall. Unknown, same old, super rare. It is 3 different unknowns, including X. They all could be shiny. That is so crazy to have that opportunity. Duskull, I honestly thought this costume would never come back. I did not get the shiny when it was out for like 24 hours, and it's honestly one of my favorite costume Pokemon ever released, so to get another shot at the shiny, especially at a boosted rate of the shiny, huge deal. Tropius only spawns in Africa, very hard regional to get, very good shiny, kind of, but really, really rare. Also Rufflet, very, very rare Pokemon. It comes out of like 10-kilometer eggs. It's sometimes in the wild, really rare, and a great shiny line too. Now, these events sound great, and they definitely will be, but will they really be replacing Safari Zone events? I have a theory, and I'm not sure if I like it. If you didn't hear, Niantic, the developers of Pokemon Go, recently laid off over 200 employees and essentially announced they were struggling financially and needed to cut back on some stuff, including manpower and other projects. Well, you've got to imagine that putting together a Safari Zone event requires a lot of money and a lot of people power to do. Having to coordinate with the local city government and find and rent a park and hire a bunch of staff and build these like displays and stages. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of moving parts. It requires a very, very skilled and specialized team. And honestly, I believe that these events are currently pretty much fully on pause due to the Niantic internal struggles. It seems like they're pivoting from the Safari Zone event to a more relaxed City Safari Experience event because it's just much easier and much cheaper to pull off. They don't need permits, they don't have to do anything crazy. They just release spawns in a certain city and that's it. But the problem is, it's basically a watered down version of the Safari Zone event. And that kind of feels in line with how Pokemon Go has been going direction-wise in the last couple of years, which ironically I think is responsible for the huge loss in revenue that Niantic has been seeing in the last 2-3 years. So I think the whole thing is a little bit ironic, but also I could be 100% wrong and we could have some big Safari Zone events coming out this year, and this could just be a new, fun, exciting event added to the game, which would be fantastic. And I think these City Safari events are great. I hope to see more of them, but I really hope they don't just fully replace Safari Zones. Who knows though? Who knows? But let me know what you think in the comments below, and let's talk about the next month of Pokemon Go, August. Starting with the raids. In the Mega Raids in the month of August, we will have Mega Tyranitar until August 4th, Mega Gyarados from August 4th to the 16th, and Mega Salamence from August 16th to the 23rd and August 27th to the 1st. This is because Primal Pokemon will be coming back to the Primal Raids, featuring Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon from August 23rd to August 26th. These two are some of the best Pokemon in the game. They're definitely worth grabbing. Same with Salamence and Mega Gyarados. Really, all the Mega and Primals this month are really, really good. And what about the Tier 5 Legendary Pokemon? We've got Regidrago until August 4th, Cresselia from August 4th till August 16th, then Xerneas and Yveltal looking like they're in the raids at the same exact time from August 16th to the 23rd and the 27th to the 1st. And that's because Mega Rayquaza is coming out. Well, not because Mega Rayquaza is coming out, but it is coming out on August 27th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time. That is during Global Pokemon Go Fest. The raid hours for the month include Xerneas will know a brand new move, Geomancy, and Yveltal will know a brand new move, Oblivion Wing. Typically when these legendaries come back and they come back with a new move, it does make them significantly better in the meta, so we'll have to see. The spotlight hours for this month will include Vulpix on August 1st with 2 times XP for evolving, Paris on August 8th with 2 times Stardust for catching Pokemon, Stuffle on August 15th with 2 times XP for catching Pokemon, Venonat on August 22nd with 2 times Catch Candy, and Tentacool on August 29th with 2 times Candy for transferring. There's a brand new concept called monthly bonuses coming to the game that are just that. From August 1st until September 1st, the entire month, we will all get an increased bonus on our 7-day catch and 7-day spin streaks. For getting your 7-day Pokemon catch streak, you will now get 20,000 XP and 10,000 Stardust, and for your 7-day Pokestop spin streak, you'll get 20,000 XP. As for the events in this month, right now we have the Glittering Garden coming up on August 5th to August 8th, then the 2023 Pokemon World Championships event happening on August 11th until August 15th. Then we've got Community Day on August 13th, the Noxious Swamp event from August 19th to the 22nd, and Pokemon Go Fest Global from August 26th to August 27th. And that is everything that's going on in the future of Pokemon Go. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video, and get ready for some amazing content from Japan.